Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
Scroll containing the preliminary findings of the Undying's ill-starred venture into the ruins of Kratov, sealed with the wax imprint of a phoenix feather.
My thanks. I shall study them and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kratov. Losses which could have been avoided had the others not chosen to complete their work instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
I noticed
Even
it
when
immediately.
death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come.
He's got a point.
Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him. As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
Big level up. Let's go. Yeah, he introduces himself in this village when you get here with Yote before she leaves, and I noticed it immediately that was Fortuno's voice actor. Time to go pick up a little ball. I'm not sure what you mean by that.
I'll need to deal with these ones first.
Come here, everybody. Oh. Yeah, I'm plenty capable of doing it myself, to be honest. I'm not struggling to discern the obvious references.
Now to find this spherical echo.
Oh no.
This is it. Right then. Just 2 more to find.
Very good. 1 down, 2 to go. What? You're fighting off a vague something, so you haven't been feeling well. Did you at least make it to your chiropractor appointment this morning? Oh shit, there's a quest up here in Backlid too? Fuck.
What's happened? You're right, old Bellic.
They're saying Twinside's gone. This inky shroud does not portend ill weather, alas. I fear it is the harbinger of something far worse. Has mankind strayed from the light of the heavens once more? Are we to be punished for our sins, like the denizens of Zemeckis?
Maybe. Hey Theodore, what's up?
Clive. You'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract
That's
should
food
be
for
signed
me
very
tonight.
soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
Sure.
What is it this time?
Some kind of stir fry
More
with some
wild
chicken.
beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right. I'll go and ask.
Thanks, Clive. I owe you one.
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault, not yours.
I know, but
No buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican Army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the Army jumped at the chance.
And you had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
El? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants now. And if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend.
Thanks, bud.
I'll
Good luck.
gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off. If she won't consider her prospects, someone has to.
I'll do my best.
Face hop and no fever sounds sucky.
All right. To Randalar, then.
That's no good.
To not keep Eloise waiting.
Oh, she's down there.
What's happened?
What I wouldn't give for a...
Looks like this is...
When are they gonna let us through?
Oh no. What about a blanket in the chair? Kick your feet up in the recliner, blanket on, turbo comfy mode. That's what I'd do. Oh shit, I can't jump down there. No, no, no. Oh, fuck me. Alright, now you done it. I think that missed. Yo. Why are you so fucking aggressive, homie? You fucking shitting your Cheerios this morning. Fucking shithead.
Faster!
Oops.
Thanks, Gal. I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the Consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The Consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
I'm guessing he's full of shit. Also, don't panic. I need to fix my camera. It's gonna look really weird for a second.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more. And he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. But they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just... make sure he's safe.
Hold on, Theo. I'm coming.
Excuse me, I'll just be dropping in.
No need to ride from here.
Where are they?
What's the situation? All clear this end.
All clear this end. Oh, they're down at the other end then.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver! He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area's flooded with ether.
Great.
We just have to pray he makes it out in one piece.
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me. fly, Ambrosia. Where are you, Thea?
I'm coming.
Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. It's over.
Where's the dragon at? Where's Theodore at?
I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Let's try.
Fuck me.
To me, boy! Too slow. That hurt, Torgal.
Oh my god.
Farewell!
Nice.
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for...
Oh no.
We have to get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave.
You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore! Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you! Theodore. Take care of my sister. Theodore, wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
Theo! Theo!
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life. He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer, in more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made, and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to... I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces just like we always have, and to Theo's. Wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can. Whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
Fuck, that's sad, man.
The Crimson Caravans is my family business now, and I would not exchange it for the world. I brought Theo here to be safe, and I have never looked back since.
Damn, why am I all fiery? Oh, that's the strength potion that I accidentally drank.
I've never seen Michelle cry before. Is Theo really gone then? He's never coming back?
If that's true, then we have to look after Michelle, just like Theo looked after us.
Fuck, man. Sad.
Eloise isn't the type to give up.
Maybe not, but she'll still need our support. We're all going to have to look out for each other now.
Woof. Okay, there's that down there now. So most of this region should be done. We got the finish for that. we need to follow up on this. Wait, what was here? Oh, this is the orb. Not too many cities have actually been flooded. So there's an orb to snag there. There's a new quest and a quest to follow up on there. And over here, there's a new quest and an orb to find, I think. Yeah, even weirder science. Yep. Okay. Oh, man. That was very sad.
But there were ghosts at the gate.
Those things I said before.
So many were injured. Only by the grace of the goddess did so few succumb to their wounds. I'd say for the grace of the dame, but help's help, eh? Oh, Clive, what am I to do? My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrec. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men, if it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation, least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
And who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf for your services to Northreach? You have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to his eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did.
Okay.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the
Please.
troops.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Interesting. I wouldn't think he would deign to
Wish me luck.
reside there, but fair enough. Easy enough to find him there.
I may have met this Duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
It's heartening to see that the Guard have rediscovered their purpose. I just hope they don't do anything stupid. We've lost enough people to those things.
As long as you remain, the Veil will see to your needs.
Oh, thank Grieger. I left everything in the capital. What am I to do? Where am I to go?
You don't have to go anywhere. The Dame will see you taken care of.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the Dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant.
It's Urianger.
Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Grieger wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Where the fuck am I going?
You needn't fret.
But there were ghosts at the gate not days ago, and now you'd have us believe they're just gone.
I would. And I'd thank you to trust us. Unless you fancy picking up a sword yourself.
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do.
Shocker.
It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
Tar buckets, tar buckets.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
Let him know, dude. Let him fucking know.
Why?
Yeah, it's revolt time.
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn up and tell you you've got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
Tar buckets? Tar buckets was already suggested, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm a pretty big fan. I'm a pretty big fan. I kind of am down for that plan.
You're the one who was talking to his eminence.
Yeah, sprinkle some sugar with feathers.
Yes.
Nice.
I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
I left
As long as you remain.
Not great.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law.
Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
Yeah, will we? Okay. They don't pay him for his brain, that's for sure.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Yeah, This is a decent split of opinions.
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
Boy, did we just cast the tiebreaker vote? Like,
seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Yeah, it was kind of vague. Yes. What did we just do? A little bit suspicious of what we just did.
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was, but...
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sanbreque, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
Why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
Yep. He sure is. He sure is. Sometimes it do just be that way.
Despite my repeated advances, His Eminence has proven a difficult conquest. Fortunately, I am nothing if not persistent. But, be that as it may, I might yet need you to press the point.
Okay. The point of my sword into his throat? I'm down. Alright, I have a small orb to go acquire, so...
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
No holding back.
Is it this way? Nope. What up, bugs?
Enough of you, are there?
Hello, little orb.
2 down, 1 to go.
Excellent. That should mean we're all cleared up for this area. I think I will snag the orb first and then teleport to Martha's Rest to do those other 2 quests.
Good girl.
What are these guys doing here?
Straight home now.
The people of Armor might not have been the friendliest sorts. They didn't deserve this. Not that the Aether cares. It springs up wherever it likes.
Oh.
Nowadays, that seems to be all over. Mind how you go, Sid. There's a Kashik about.
Oh. The town got flooded.
Damn it. The whole village is turned.
Damn. Are there more? We took over the moniker of Sid as continuing his presence as an outlaw, but the people who are close to us still know us as Clive as well. But generally, we use Sid as like our quote-unquote outlaw name. So that when we're making mischief and doing bad stuff, that's the name that spreads as the quote-unquote villain.
Time to fight.
Nah, we're just gonna run past those guys.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
Thanks, Gal. No mistakes.
Yeah, some shit has gone down. Ouch.
Too slow. Let's try.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Not good.
Shit.
Let's try.
Got him. Yeah, the doggo does not do too much in combat, but the combat is a lot of fun because of the icon switching
That's all of
mechanic.
them. No one can uncross his toes now.
The icon switching is a lot of fun.
Laura should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Anything catch your eye?
What do you have that's new? Some random, yeah, some Shiva accessory. Understood. Just gonna
Thanks
rebuy
very
one of those
much.
really quick.
Very well.
Actually, do I have stuff to sell?
What are you after?
Yep.
Take care out
Sick.
there, eh?
Oh, let's see. Where is she?
The world seems to be changing so fast lately I can hardly keep up. But what I do know is that there's more bad news than good. You can tell that just by looking at people's faces.
People come and go. People come and go, but I also never really... I don't take direct control over them or what they do, so... Even though they come and go, their additions to combat are...
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Found her.
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrec. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
Okay. Pretty straightforward.
She asked me to join her at the Baum Archers. It's a wonder she still trusts me after everything that happened.
Yeah, I don't think she does. I don't think she does. I think she knows, and I think it's a setup. I want to go ahead and pick up this quest, too, in case it's out in the same direction.
Ah, Clive, I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool.
It's not.
Seeds for planting.
It's not in the
Thought
same
it was about
direction.
time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As have those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
You got it.
Right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep him in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Gazal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right, and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
Great. It didn't prioritize my quests the way I wanted it to. Because I don't care about these. I just care about these two that are in the area. Yep, they're in totally opposite directions. I don't think it really matters which one I do. I'm going to do the one that I think is going to go poorly first. Giving seeds to Wade should be easy, but this is probably going to be bad news bears. Oh, I'm hurt. I forgot about that. I need to be careful.
Ready, go?
For a second, I thought I saw a chest right there, and I got really excited.
Time to fight.
A potion. That's what I was hoping for. Now I'm fine. Everything will be fine.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more, and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You wish.
You're welcome to try.
What's your game plan, bud? Get mauled by my dog? Okay. Good job. Good dog. Nice guards you had.
So much for your escort.
Oh, God. Nice.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid,
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade. You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause.
Hell yeah.
To liberate the bearers of this world.
Hell yeah.
Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore.
I'm fine with it.
She no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
Right.
Justice.
If you're certain.
Fine.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
I agree. Boo justice. Boo.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Who even does that? Did it teleport my ass back? No, I have other shit to do. What the what is this?
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sanbrek. Went quietly, or so we're told. She won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Choo-choo-choo. There you go. Well, I could scamper around and turn in quests for a sec while I'm here. I guess I might as well.
Come back.
Oh. Yote's here. Huh, that's surprising to me. Alright, let's talk to Blackthorn.
Tell me we've...
Wait, did they say... Oh yeah, there's new miss. I'll go up first and then I'll do the loop.
Stew's awfully thin these days.
Not the Pepio nuts. little wall's filling up. So what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 out of 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 8 out of 22. That's still a lot. 8 out of 22. In Lost There Will Be Found, it is hard to believe Theo is gone. Every morning I awake, I expect him to be there in the stables, watering the birds or readying the packs. Yet he is not, and it is everything I can do not to fall to my knees and weep. Still, I know I have to move on, but that doesn't mean I have to forget. My brother and I built all we have here together. So as long as I still have the caravans, he will ever be with me, and I shall honor him in death by carrying on what he strove for in life. That is what I choose. Alright, what's the deal with this new thingy? I know, it's so sad.
The man himself. We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
Hell yeah, new sword.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help.
New sword, new sword.
You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip.
Okay.
The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here.
Uh-huh.
And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge.
Okay.
And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues engraving.
Okay.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive. Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are. To the bellows it is then.
We'll find out. Probably about 10 seconds. They just had to hit it 7 times.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Oh. Oh.
The sword to end all swords.
Oh, it's Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
Oh, does this Ragnarok
We
suck?
reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok.
Of course.
Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
Yeah, oh, it's just the Ragnarok.
That's what I'd like to see.
Lame. Let's make something better than the Ragnarok.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
What, you mean this old piece, this old hunk of metal, this piece of shit? Ah, people have made this before. It's basically dog shit. Wouldn't even piss on it. It's garbage. Oh, Goter Damarung. Okay. Sweet. And this sword is way good. It's better than the... Okay. Ancient Ash legend purports that one day the Age of Dominus will draw to a close in an epic clash of icons that sets the land ablaze, cleansing it of foulness and allowing for its rebirth. A clash they call Ragnarok. Okay, sweet. What's it going to take to make that thing? What's it going to take to make that thing, huh?
Trouble with your gear, or...
What's this?
I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend to me, Clive. The best.
Cool.
What's that for you, dear?
Oh, I have enough meteorite to make this weapon now. Sure, I'll make it. Why not?
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Sure, I'll equip it. We'll at least look at it before I immediately replace it with the yellow weapon I just got. Okay, so it upgrades the Ragnarok, and it's going to cost me even more Orichalcum, 2 Dark Steel, and a primitive battle horn. Alright. Sure, game, why not? Yeah, that's fine.
And? No need to thank me for the sword. I'm happy just to be here. You've built a fine home for yourselves, and I can see why Blackthorn's so taken with it. Look after the old bastard for me, will you? I'll be off soon, but next time you're in Dalmacia, be sure to pay me a visit. Snotty will let you in.
Do you reckon we finally got to the bottom of Blackthorn's troubles then? That'd be something, eh? Now, he wouldn't be Blackthorn if he didn't give us the odd scale.
That's kind of a neat sword design. It's pretty cool, I guess. It's not bad, right? But that looks pretty fucking cool. Alright, let's turn in more shit. To the dungeon!
Have you tried Molly's lemon tart?
Canva lost.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story?
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
Lemon tarts.
Sid! Wasn't expecting you back so soon.
I've been gone for hours.
So, is it good news or bad?
Here you go. No doubt the Fallen had some other purpose in mind for these contrivances than to stud them in a smelter and would ridicule us for doing so, just as a man of the present day might laugh at a goblin using a carefully filed cogwheel to enliven his hat.
Good, thankfully. Here.
That's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million! I'll fit him to the smelter right away! May I present to you the Telemon Furnace? Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise. So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Maximum stretchy bag acquired. Expanded potion satchel. Where the same exotic alloy from which the class of the satchel was fashioned be used to craft a suit of armor, it should surely be supple enough to accommodate even the greediest knight's ever-expanding belly. Good. Inventory maximized. So now how many more thingies can I hold? 8 potions, 5 high potions, 4 strength and stone skin tonics. Excellent.
So, she don't mean
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back.
I'm a blazing beacon, and I get my freaking ability points.
There you are.
Nice. Natalie reports an unexpected surplus in Dahlmill's stores, and as a means of showing the town's gratitude for past assistance, has expressed her distinct wish that one Lord Underhill partake in their good fortune. Excellent.
Come again. I
Thank
may have
you.
more for you.
Yep, hopefully. All right, hideout's caught up. Back to clear up this one remaining side quest, and then we'll hop back into the story.
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
The red icon is a story mission.
Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, Sir Wade. All of them.
Damn it all. I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
We don't even I'm here. We don't need reinforcements. Yeah, the side quests are pretty good. They're not always particularly involved, but they have really detailed
They've been
stories.
seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their lives.
How about me, Wade?
So Wade, you said you lack men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians, what help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will, a home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool!
For Eastpool!
There you go.
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
I better get to murder some stuff for if they're gonna hype this horde up this much.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Wade, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Yeah, I'll do all the dirty work. It's fine.
Sir Wade, they're here.
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Murder time.
Suppose we'd better do our
Murder
bit
time.
too, then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
The calm before the storm. And here it comes. I will not let this village fall.
Bravery. Who did that?
Give me thunder! It's over. It's over.
Good job, Torval. I was hoping for there to be like a culmination enemy.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rushfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So Wade, how many Akashic remain in Eastpool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
I'm so sure I'm not even afraid. Easy. What are you smashing about? Oh, AC broken again. What? Oh, no.
Come to tell me an Akashic Curl's heading towards the rest? Get yourself down there. We can handle things here.
What happened?
Next one's mine. I might not know one end of a sword from the other, but I can roast the bastards.
All right. The Curl was sighted on Rhiannon's ride back towards Martha's Rest. Founder speed you, my lord.
Alright, it won't be a Founder, it'll be Ambrosia.
Will be safe in our hands, my lord. You have my word.
Alright.
Ready, go?
No, room temperature, no. So did, like, what actually happened? Did they have somebody actually make an attempt at fixing it, or did they just try to fix it themselves? No, Ambrosia is Ambrosia. You can't customize her. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Where are you? There you are.
There it is. With me, Torgal.
Oh. Got him. Oh, if the motor was burned out, yeah, that's not very DIY. It can be, but it's not. It's certainly not intended to be.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Obliterated.
Thank the Founder for that.
It literally never stood a chance.
And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't going to rebuild itself.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he were still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too. And I could hardly call myself an East Poolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'll be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes?
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time, I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
Alright, Julius, the cutscene's over. You're gonna have to get down. You're too big for me to... I can't... You're too big. You're too big of a kitty. Huh? Here. Let me give you a big hug. Come here. Come here, Bubba. You're fine. You're fine. Ow. Ow. You're alright. Come here, Bubby. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Oh, okay. You just went for it. Good kitty. God, he stabbed the shit out of me. No, Julius. No, you have to get down. No, you can't. No, you have to get down. Come on. Yes, it's time to get down. Good kitty. Oh. Yes. You're shedding everywhere. And you take up too much space. I'm sorry. No. No. Oh, God. The problem is, I didn't finish all of my dinner. I'm saving a little bit of it for later because I wasn't super hungry. So I'm going to heat it up. But it's chicken. And that's what he knows. He knows there's chicken on my desk, and he wants it.
Thank you again for all you have done for me and mine, my lord. You may rest assured that Eastpool will be safe in my hands. thanks to you.
Yes. Julius specifically is a food hound. He knows the food is there. He'll take the attention, but he was sniffing at it the whole time that I was petting him. Is there ever a time he's not shedding? Not really. I mean, especially during the summer right now, he's just constantly shedding. During the winter, I think it's not quite as bad, but he's a short-haired cat, so I just think his hair naturally comes off more frequently and more obviously because it doesn't grow out very long.
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work.
That sounds like him.
Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day. That whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Yeah, the kitten has not happened. Because my mom's gone for hours every day, so it would be hard to keep on top of making sure that it was getting enough care and stuff like that. So, yeah, kitty cat, new addition to kitty cat did not happen. Not necessarily. Are you okay, Rue? Are you gonna throw up? It's not impossible. It could still happen, but yeah, there's never a shortage of new kitties. And yes, the game does that, Slimmy. You'll go on a side quest, and it's like, here, go just talk to this person. And then, like, crazy shit happens. All of a sudden, you're doing something totally different. Where you at, Rue? Okay. Man. She's fine. She just has the zoomies, but I had to, like, really fucking wrangle her ass to get her to calm down. All right. Let's do some more story. Can't be yelling. She was loud. Just let her be zoomy? I mean, I did. But you gotta drain the Zumi, right? When I say wrangle, I mean like get her to. I just try to squeeze some of the energy out, you know, because she has this tendency to
Come back.
Get all fired up. But if you just play with her for a little bit, then it disperses the Zumis.
The stew's.
It's the next building over. Oh no. All right, collecting signboards, huh? Thanks again for helping get the dungeon in order. Had you not rode gallantly to our rescue, I reckon poor Owain and them lot would still be stuck stilling Blightwater over a bonner. There's always room for improvement, though, so don't get your knickers in a knot should I come a-knocking at your chamber door, looking for more spheres and ash and whatnot. What happened in Eastpool with the Bears and the Guardians has been a long time coming, and I'm proud that it could finally happen here in Rosaria. The Duchy of Old may be no more, but Archduke Elwyn's dream still burns in the hearts of many, and it is through victories such as these that the fire will spread. This is only the beginning, Clive, but a fine beginning it is. Alright, let's go to the infirmary. Visit the infirmary. Go to the infirmary. Visit the infirmary. You got it, game. I'm on my way. If I really wanted to drag the pace of the game down, I'd go read a bunch of shit in the that Harpocrates could tell me, but I'll save that for another day.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
Then what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength...
Hey, I got my ass beat too.
Perhaps the prince feels the same.
Back in Twinside, in a nameless slum. Oh, all the people who died. The lanterns. There's Dion. And our medicine girl won't be far away.
What is this place?
Don't move.
Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are ya?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you come in.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, he's on borrowed time as it is.
You've seen more of the world these past 5 years than most do in a lifetime. It's a shame you never had a moment to enjoy it.
Clive visited the infirmary to have me dress a laceration on his left forearm. I cleaned and stitched the wound and instructed him to rest the arm so that it could heal, but not an hour later, he was leaving on another mission. This must be the 100th time he's disobeyed my instructions. The next time he comes to me for treatment, I'm tying him to the bed. Ooh. Kinky. Oh, what's that? New hunts? Alright, Moogle, where are they? Oh, just one new one. Oh, is it another S rank? Oh. The Tricephalic Terror. Oh, it's a chimera. Fuck. Wait, hold on. How much was it worth? It's worth less than this one. Traversing the Velcroy. All right, fuck it. We'll go for it. We'll go for it. I'll come back and read that later. So somewhere in this desert. I mean, it's probably up here then, isn't it? It's a big area to search, but I don't think it'll take me too long to find it.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Time to fight. No need to ride from here. Don't get surrounded.
Come in. Come on. Gather one all. Gather all. Come on in. Can more or less just take you out with that. Good dog.
Let's go.
Oh. There's a jelly out here. I'm nervous I'm going to stumble upon it, not have a chance to save, and then it's going to kick my ass, so I'm going to save. Oh, it's not up here. Hmm. Kind of a pain in my ass that it's not. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay. Before I... Oh, there is the South Velcroy, too. I did forget about that, actually. Does it have any... Not really. I'll scout the north first.
How the hell did that bastard get through the desert gate?
Let's go.
Let's see if maybe I can get a good vantage point that'll let me see far enough that I can... Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Oh, well, new save it is. I've been doing so good. Alright, how tough of an S rank are you gonna be, bud? Okay, 45 is doable. 45 is doable.
Stay close, Tor.
Oh. Delta attack. Oh, shit. That's horrifying. Oh, fuck you. Oh, okay. Get away from those.
Let's try.
Oh my god. shit. Oh shit. Woo. This thing has AoE locked down, man. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, we're fine. Oh, what a hit.
You're finished.
Got him. Yay. Level up for it too. Let's go. Nice.
Should have picked on someone your own size.
Should have picked on someone your own size. Hilarious. Yeah, the music in this game is fucking incredible. So, I don't know. How brave am I feeling? Should I go fight the dragon that kicked my ass too? Wasn't it? I think it was level 50 though. But I've gotten a bit stronger. So maybe it's doable? Where the fuck was he? Was he down here? I think he was down here. Or no, I remember where he was at. I actually teleported to the right spot.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Let's just see if I can handle it. Yeah, it's this way.
Time to fight.
Last time I fought him, he did enough damage to kill me in 2 hits.
This beast isn't to be trifled with.
Yeah, he still does an ass load of damage. Did he just avoid getting frozen? Oh, shit. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh my god. I hate how hard it is to hit this guy. Like any dragon, even. If you're not hitting him in the fucking head, you're making a mistake. Oh shit. What?
I've heard Torgal. To me, Blades!
Did he get? Oh no, I hit him with that. Okay. Fuck him up, Ultra Dog. Oh my god. What the fuck is Red Dawn? Oh, that's the streets. Oh, I did it twice. Oh, you fucker.
Help me, boy.
Come back here. Got him. Holy shit. Several thousand years since the fallen came crashing down, most of the objects that came crashing down with them have either been hoarded or destroyed. Those few that have not are occasionally found when erosion or excavation chances to unearth them. And while their purpose is unknown, they are highly sought after by scholars bent on unlocking their secrets. It's worth money. So is that. So is that. A bunch of money items in Oracle.
Definitely not to be trifled with.
Fuck you, you big ass motherfucker. Fuck you. I'm gonna loot your arena now.
Faster.
2 gil. Amazing. Yep. This is a fun fight to play. 5 gil. Incredible. Alright. Then that's done. You don't have to come back here ever again. GG, no respawn. Or 5. Wow. So, where was the other? Wasn't there another hunt somewhere? Am I crazy? Did I do it? Oh, it was the Chimera. Never mind. We're good. We're good. All right, I'll go check my missives really quick.
Come back. The stews.
Probably just somebody wrapping up another quest that I did. Entail makes 4. Clive, there's but 1 crystal left, needs cracking, and but 1 man who can do it. See that you don't miss. You got it, bud. It wasn't even a bad guess on my part. I dumped some potions in that fight, so
Still alive, are you?
barely.
Go on then. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. Is that all?
wasn't expecting you back so soon.
I'm back so soon. I get Ring of the Swift Shot, Faith Undying. We are the shadows that quicken in the firebird's wake, and from the shadows do serve our Lord and those who would be his wings, the Undying. Why,
Yours.
thank you. 2 tiers to go.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
What is that thing that I just got? Lowers charge time from charged magic by 0.2 seconds. Increases magic burst will damage by 15%. No, I'm looking for orchestrion rolls that are from chests. There are 2, or there. I know that there is one there, but there are 2 orchestrion rolls in chests as well that I have not found. So there is that one, but that's okay. Those 0.2 seconds, they could, but not really. So if you look through my orchestrion roll list, there's this one right here, found in a treasure coffer. Found in a treasure coffer, and then acquired from the Patron's Whisper. So that's the one that we were just looking at. Yes, but there's two treasure coffer ones that I haven't found yet. Yeah, I went and got it. It was not an orchestrion. It was not an orchestrion roll. Yeah, I like the hints too. They're great, except they cause madness at the same time.
I still say we're a compliment. Say it all you like. It doesn't make it true. Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated.
Why are you sassing me, Vivian? Is it
the
all
good
Mid's
King
fault?
Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
And tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood?
Mid, short for Midadol. No interrupting her, guys. Shh.
Barnabas Tham, the one they call the last king. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea. Tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike.
All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Well, we have... Oh, a new... What? What? I've done so many side quests today, game. How dare you? How dare you spit another one out at me? At least it's just the one.
Clive, what is it that you wish to learn?
Oh, it finally changed! Yay! There it is. There you go. Oh, it didn't tell her. Okay, so her name is Kihel. Or Keel.
Study it well, Clive.
Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna make our way back to the same spot, on the Shadow Coast that we were before. So be it, I guess. We don't have any other info to go on, huh? Alright.
Thus ends today's lesson.
Thus ends today's lesson. What would you ask of me now, Taria?
Please, Your Grace,
Oh.
stay strong.
Oh, it's Yote in here. What are you doing in here?
Ah, my Lord Marquis,
What's up?
your companions are kind indeed.
Everyone has been most welcoming. Lady Taria has been especially gracious, though I know something of the medicinal arts. It is hardly enough to warrant the acclaim of one so skillful.
I must admit,
At first I doubted that her praise was sincere. We Undying are trained in what few simple skills might serve us in the field, but there is certainly no praise for those who excel in such endeavors.
but I see now.
This is your way. You encourage each other that each might lend their strength to the cause, no matter how seemingly slight their contribution.
It was the greatest honor of my life.
To be appointed protector to his grace, I have served him in that capacity since he first began his journey across Valisthea, the purpose of which was twofold: to further the Undying's knowledge of Ultima, and to further his grace's knowledge of you, my lord. After he learned of your survival, your brother insisted that we try to trace your movements. Thanks to the investigations of my fellow acolytes, we learned of your having taken the name of Cid.
But now,
Our journey together is at an end. His grace bids me remain here and protect those you and he hold dear.
so I bid you.
My lord, if I might be so bold, please look after him in my stead.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother.
His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but his Grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by.
I'm great at finding
And our
exceptionally hard to
supplies
come
are
by
almost
critical
exhausted.
ingredients.
Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
Yeah, the partial, I think, if I had to guess, it's because they're repeatable, whereas like this side quest, this dialogue only happens one time. That's why it's fully voiced. All of the dialogue that happens one time is fully voiced, but I could like reopen the menu with her and re-ask her that same question. And I don't know why they didn't want to do the voices for that, but that's my guess as to why there's a distinction. Is because it's ground you can retread versus not.
For Joshua, anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it. The Stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood.
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
The other thing to keep in mind is about how game development usually progresses, how they decide what scenes need, what dialogue needs voice versus
I had only thought
not.
to ask for your assistance in finding a new source of stonerwort. But if you're sure about collecting it from the flood by the aqueduct, I should be most grateful, my lord.
So like as they're and like games have budgets, voice actors have a certain amount of time that they are paid to be in the booth recording lines, and very likely, like I'll demonstrate what I'm referring to.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
So Desiree here has this ask about recent events that has a check mark. If I click it,
It's not true.
she talks about the world can't be ending, struggling before, can't imagine how it'll bear, how will it be enough, won't end. And then if I click it again,
It's not true.
it's the same exact dialogue.
We've lost so much.
Right? So when you're going through the game development process and you're picking out which lines need to be voiced, you're like, okay, well, all of the main story cutscenes need to be completely voiced. So you get your voice actors started recording those lines per absolute top priority. Then you say, okay, well, here's all the game's side quests. Let's see how much time we think it would take to get all the voice actors to record all of those lines as well. And you sort of figure that up and you say, okay, if a player does all the main story quests and all the side quests, then all of that is voiced now. But asking the voice actors beyond that to then record all of these individual lines of optional dialogue that are in a sub-menu is... you're starting to sort of exponentially increase and compound the amount of time, especially for a character like Desiree. That's 5 lines of dialogue that might take, 15 to 20 minutes of recording time to get right and nailed down, and it's also advanceable by the player. So I can skip her voice. So do you prioritize recording those lines as well when the player can read them at their own speed and skip through them? I can't skip the dialogue and cutscenes that it just autoplays. But these have a prompt at the bottom that I might be... Oh, no, you can just barely see it right here. So it really just comes down to, like, where is their time best spent, and does it make sense to have every single voice actor who gives like a performance for the game record missable side lines like that? I like to read them, but not every player is going to, Yeah, localized into 11 different languages. Exactly. Yep. Yep, that also exponentially increases the time for even not even your your priority main characters or your priority NPC side characters. Like I said, Desiree, her vocal performance is great and her voice actor did a great job, but she has like a grand total of 10 or 15 lines that she delivers, but she's had multiple refreshes on that little checkmark dialogue section. So it's like, are you doubling the amount of time that she has to do VA recording just to flesh out those lines, and then her VA in all of the different languages has to do that as well? It becomes a really untenable scenario. So especially those lines that feel like they're missable or throwaway and aren't prioritized by... Even the game doesn't indicate that characters have new dialogue options like that. You have to be, as the player, aware that that's occurring and sort of look for it on your own. I'm not gonna fight these guys. We're just gonna keep on schmooping. So yeah, it is, you're not wrong in your assessment as to like...
Now to find our stonewort.
It does seem like they... Yeah, I know, Clive, I know. It does seem like they skimped on the dialogue, and that's a correct assessment. They did. But it does actually have a purpose. It's not just, why didn't they just keep doing it the way they've been doing it? It is a little bit more complicated than that. What do we want to do here? I'll start with Shiva. What's up, fuckers?
Just my luck. Well, I won't be picking anything till they're gone.
Unlucky.
There's only one thing for it.
No, I want to hit. Where'd he go? Did he die? Torgal, did you fuck that guy up?
All yours, Torgal.
Good job. Okay. I'm just gonna flat out disagree with that shit. That one was on me.
as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right. That should do it. Let's get these back to Yotei.
Excellent. Excellent.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Wait. It's right there. Where am I going? The arrow or the indicator looked like it was still up. I know where I'm going. I know what's happening.
Yotei, I brought back all the stone and water I could find. Will this be enough?
One of the few varieties of flora capable of resisting high concentrations of ether, this herb is most often found in and around aether floods, where the fauna that would feast on its nutritious roots all fall prey to their Akashic cousins, if they don't turn themselves.
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
You're really gonna just barely keep me from a level up there, game? Just barely hold me back? How dare you? Well, I have...
How do you split?
I have to make a decision, and I'm leaning towards... I think this is probably a good stopping spot for tonight before we head in and talk to Joshua and get him ready to go. I have a feeling they'll be sending us out for the next mandatory mission pretty shortly. And I would like to spend some time actually reading the stuff that's been accumulating in Harpocrates' little noggin. So I think I'm going to save the cutscene here with Joshua on the shelves, and then probably some reading time. Probably reading through some of the stuff that's been building up for the start of this next Friday. But I think we'll pause here and pick it up again next week. I'm curious. I don't like to necessarily look at this, but I am going to take a quick peek at something. 86%. 86% of the way through the story. So the story is getting pretty close to wrapping up. I don't know quite how much extra stuff we'll have sort of on top of that yet, but definitely feels like the game is building up to its conclusion here. The stuff with Barnabas is more than likely one of the last trials that we'll have to overcome. Percent might be a bit wrong. It does feel like it's a little high, but it's obviously it's just a guess. It's just a guesstimate, right? You know, if it's 5% off and it's more like we've got a fifth left instead of like a sixth. You have the plat. PS5 says you're 80% through the story. That's strange, but fair enough. So far, it has not been particularly wrong. In Tales of Arise, it was accurate. God of War, it was accurate. I think those are the only two that I've really looked at. So maybe it's bugged, maybe it's not. We'll see. But regardless of that, it's I definitely feels like we're winding up to a conclusion of this game. Maybe I'm gonna say almost certainly not next week. I don't think it's another 10 hours. I think it's probably another 15 or 18 hours. So probably play this next weekend, and then the weekend after is my guesstimate. And then once this is done, it's Dragon Quest City again. We're starting Dragon Quest 7 once this is over. So that's sort of the little short term. I also have only a vague idea of how long Shin Megami Tensei 3 is. But I feel like we're making okay progress in that so far. And so those will be the two games. After 16 is done, we've got Shin Megami Tensei and Dragon Quest 7. So all you turn-based freaks out there can just really soak it in. Just really gobble it up. All your fucking turns. Yeah. It being past the wall should be fine. We'll see. Yeah, no, I'm doing Dragon Quest. Yeah, it's funny. As I mentioned it, I've been uploading Dragon Quest VODs to YouTube because I started Dragon Quest 1 over a year ago. And I'm loading up Dragon Quest 4 VODs right now from back in, what is it, last August. Last August I was on DQ4. And then things just sort of like fucking fell over as we hit spooky games for October. My November was pretty busy, and December obviously brings Kupomis. And since then, I have wanted to, like, I was like holding on to Tales of Arise for so long. I was like, I just need to fucking play this game. So I made time for that. And then we've had Request City. Yeah, I played and beat through, finished 6, Slimmy. Yeah. I played 5, and then played 6. 6 I finished. When did I finish 6? I was playing Dragon Quest 6 back still in January. So I must have finished Dragon Quest 6 in this year. March I was playing Dragon Quest. Oh, and God of War Ragnarok I played pretty soon. It looks like I might have finished Dragon Quest 6 in March. Cuz then I have Star Ocean and God of War Ragnarok running against one another. Yeah, yep, that looks like it to me. Yeah, and then once Shin Megami Tensei is done, we get more turns, the epitome of turns, because we're playing Divinity 2 after SMT 3. So it's just gonna be a lot of fucking falling asleep playing boring ass turn games for months. So that's what's on the docket. Once we finish Dragon Quest, I don't have a really particularly big thing specifically yet planned. But there's tons of stuff that I want to play, so it's not a concern. And if I could ever get through all these fucking games that got slammed down my throat requests all back to back, that's the other. Honestly, we'd be further in Dragon Quest if it wasn't Star Ocean into Dragon's Dogma, into wanting to play God of War Ragnarok and Tales of Arise in Final Fantasy 16, and then it just really another big RPG series for us all to. No. We finish it. We have to finish Dragon Quest. No brainstorming. We need to finish it first. Then we brainstorm. I don't know. I've played like the top. Let's look. I know that it's like Pokemon, Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, Tales, top JRPG series. There's a Wikipedia page that shows. Yeah. List of best-selling Eastern role-playing game franchises. Pokemon, Final Fantasy, Monster Hunter, Dragon Quest, Kingdom Hearts, Dark Souls, Tales, Megami Tensei, Mario RPG, Super Robot Wars. That's the top 10. Like a Dragon is number 11, which is Yakuza. You might have heard of. There's the Dragon Ball RPGs. Those sell really well. Yokai Watches is 13. Persona's 14. Fire Emblem's 15. Drakengard's on the list. Saga and Nier are on the list. Phantasy Star. Dragon's Dogma. How is this? Dragon's Dogma is not a game franchise. It's one game, but it is in the top 20 of this list. Or maybe it's number 20. I wish these were numbered. Oh no, it's 20. It's 24. Above Xenoblade Chronicles. Xenoblade Chronicles, which actually has 4 games in its game franchise, Dragon's Dogma has outsold. That's fucking crazy to me. 33 years of Wizardry games. Which Pokemon games I've done? I only did a Fire Red / Leaf Green and Soul Silver Heart Gold. I would actually love to do Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire because I really like Hoenn and Gen 3 stuff. And there's the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl ones that came out not that long ago that I would play because I actually never played that gen. It might be Fire Emblem. It might be Fire Emblem that I focus on next, to be honest. Yeah, that's true. Xenoblade is Nintendo only, and one of them came out on the Wii U. That's true. It's true. It's just crazy to me that, I mean, Dragon's Dogma, I don't know how they calculate this. I guess it says as of 2023, so they have some more. Some of these are tricky too because, like, the Mana series is at 8 million as of 2021, but 2022 had Echoes of Mana, and that's apparently just not in the calculation there. Saga hasn't been reported since Imperial Saga Eclipse in 2019. So some of this data is a little tricky. A little weird. The total sales numbers don't always get updated particularly accurately. But it's still a guess. Started replaying Pokemon X? Oh. Yeah, I haven't touched I haven't played any of the Pokemon gens since 3. Xenosaga if you want weird mech games. No, I don't. I don't. I don't want to do that. I don't want that. Okay. So yeah, anyway. Just a little advertisement, a little teaser of what's to come. But obviously a lot of that is further out than probably what I just made it sound, because next month, you guys, next month is fucking September. And that means the month after that is October. So we're going to play some special stuff for October like I like to do. So don't plan on... I probably will see, but I might not start Divinity 2 knowing that we're going into October. We'll see. We will see. I'm not sure. It kind of depends on how long SMT3 takes. So, as always, I play it by ear. I do my best. Just try to play fun stuff. That's the bag. That's the game plan. No other things to report. Alright. Did I save? We've just been staring at the hall for a while and not saved. 21:12. No, I did not save. Alright. We're good to go. That's it, guys. I appreciate all of you hanging out and watching today. I hope that you enjoyed having a really, really good time with this game. I really do think it's awesome. It's really fun. I am enjoying it immensely. So, more of this next weekend. Until then, tomorrow we're back into Demon Land, hanging out with our demon pals and trying to make sense of all the crazy shit that's happening. So, that's it. Have a good rest of your day or night, or whatever time it might be for you, and I will see you guys later.